Hello, everyone. Welcome to the road trip edition of Dear Man. Prissy, do you have any other intro you want to give?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's fine. Welcome to the road trip edition. Yeah, so we've been on the road for quite a while. For us since 2 a.m. Right. So this is about 13 hours since we've been out there. But Prissy, so we came to pick Prissy up. So as promised, we'll be having fun out here throughout this road trip, and it's gonna be so many hours of having awesome discussions on marriage, relationship, life in general. Yep. So, as usual, please go out there and share the feed. Prissy, share the feed and tag me, and also that. Yeah. So.
I'm going to go ahead and.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be a more relaxed because there is no pressure to cram every 3 minutes, and also so reduce the volume. It's gonna be pretty relaxed, no pressure, nothing.
You want to add anything?
Yeah, we live. I mean, just put we live there, and should be good. Okay, so we can you involved in it. When you join us, know, shoot a hello, shoot a hi, and Prissy would be doing us the honors of reading the comments and all. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, so my auntie is right here watching um, with us. That's awesome. It doesn't look like the feed is so. It looks quite blurred, right? Is it?
It looks like that there's no there are breakages, but then it's
Or the last time you kind of speeds you're doing, you don't expect internet to or your connectivity to be as though you were stationary or something. Yeah, so that is what it is. Yeah, so some people it's it's fine. Okay, yeah. So oh, I thought you were gonna pick that. Okay, you're not gonna pick. So we have quite enough questions in here. So let's wait a couple of people join, and then we can proceed. So currently we're doing maybe a 2.5 hour drive to destination. We have about what? An hour and what? Let's see. Maybe an hour and 30 minutes to reach our next destination. And so yeah, we have enough time to go ahead with our discussions. Okay, Prissy, maybe let's get started, right?
Okay.
So the first question without the names.
Okay. Hold on a bit. So the first question is, I want to know, what do women want?
Oh,
What do women want?
okay. So that's a very good question to start with, and Prissy would help us. Me, I don't know. So yeah, Prissy. Yeah, Prissy,
The
tell us.
question is quite ambiguous. As in,
It's really open-ended and
yeah, what
pretty
do
broad.
women want? Is it in marriage or in relationship?
Or maybe in
or
general. I mean,
general?
yeah, I guess it's in the context of relationships, right? So they just want to figure out what women generally want. Because maybe, so let me try to embellish the question a bit. Maybe the person has realized that it is not really, I mean, or he's not really clear as to what they want and all, and might want some clarity on that. So maybe you can help us. So generally, okay, if someone is close to a marriageable age or the time when the person will want to be in a relationship, what is a typical woman or lady looking out for? If we could contextualize it that way, you get what I mean? What do you think an average lady would be looking out for, would be longing for, would be expecting going into a relationship?
This is a tough one, because
Yeah,
it all depends on the, like, I can't also ask that what do men want, or
no, you can. I mean, it's so take it this way.
okay.
The average lady, okay, what are they actually looking out for? So I'm not a lady, but I can easily say that they want to be with someone who will make them feel secured, will make them feel they have a secured future or something. Yeah, so you can break it down and then take it one after the other.
It's they are looking for somebody who loves them, so someone who love and respect.
But
For
okay,
some, yeah.
okay.
So for some, they want somebody who can give
Is the connection is
them,
yeah, that, okay. Maybe Mama took us off. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, okay, so there are actually responses here. But it looks like we're still on, right? Give me 1 second.
captions that to generate. Let's see. The Okay, I think I could hear you.
My what?
Yeah, so we are still on.
Oh, we still on?
Yeah.
Sammy, are we still on? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I can see all our conversations here.
Oh,
So we are still on.
okay. My guess is okay. So let me
Connect.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. Oh, okay. Maybe we might want to drop and rejoin. So
I can
cause
see, I
cause
can see Francis Grenam is here.
oh, okay. Oh, we back. We back.
Yeah.
I see us. Okay, that's fine. If you can see us, shoot a yes, so we know we actually live. And
Yes.
oh yeah, we back. Okay, awesome. Yeah, then Prissy, I think we can.
Yeah, so like I was saying,
Yeah.
for some, they feel that given your time,
Okay, hold on. I think Sammy said that our network went off. Yeah, but we back again.
they will keep going on
It
and
will
off.
keep, yeah, because we driving at very high speeds, and it's a highway, right? So at a point, there are people who will not see us. Okay, Clenam says yes. Okay, awesome, good. So let's get going. Yeah, Prissy. So generally, what do women want? And you were talking about the fact that it could differ because love languages differ and all. Yeah,
So for some, they want someone who will give them their time.
time. Okay,
Others, they want gifts.
gifts. Okay,
Others, I think respect.
okay. But
We also
are there
looking
some
for-
of these things that you think cuts across, like the respect, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of if someone wants gifts or time or not, they would all want respect, I assume, right?
Yeah,
Or you don't think so?
I think they're quite some odd ones.
Oh, who
Because-
don't need respect? Oh, come on.
Because I saw a video
Okay.
online of a lady who said, I want a man that will hit me. So you can't.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
for such a person, I guess the
So,
lady
yeah.
doesn't respect herself in the first place. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So for most women would want
Okay.
people who would treat them so like they are the only
Let's-
one that matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think basically women don't require much. It's just about
Oh
the
no, I don't. No, I don't agree. Come on.
once you're able to
No,
show them
no. I don't reframe that statement. I don't.
we don't need so much.
No. That's
Our expectations are
no. I don't agree. I don't agree. Come again. Rephrase that statement.
And we are also looking out for somebody
Yeah.
who feel that will not be a risk to us. Like
Risk?
yeah,
Why you guys work in insurance companies or something?
yeah. So if you are, let's say you have two men coming to propose to you,
Yeah.
you select the one that you feel that you have a future with.
Yeah, so
Will be less.
that's more about the security thing, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just want to be sure that
Yeah, so you don't want a
your
lot of
future
risk,
is
yeah.
okay.
We also don't like competition. So
Okay.
if you are like a man, you
Okay.
should have like minimize the number of female friends, or
Friends,
close
yeah.
friends or
Okay.
best friends. We don't want that.
Okay.
So because women are naturally jealous.
Okay.
So we don't want too many people of our
Okay.
type around our men. Yes.
Okay.
So if you are a man and you are too close to other women,
Okay.
it becomes an issue to
Okay.
woman. So I think those are some of the things. And then what else? Yeah.
No, so is it not interesting that you said, oh, but women don't like the many things, but I mean you keep going and going and going. Keep going, yeah, it's fine.
And then we want someone who will listen to us when we talk,
Okay.
even if we are talking rubbish.
Like you are radio stations or something. Yeah, you need
Listen to
listeners.
us.
You need
Listen
listeners.
to us,
Yeah.
encourage us.
Oh, okay. Encourage you to talk more, even if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, even if it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting to hear. So, I mean, the one who asks the question will clearly see that the list goes on and on and on. Prissy, carry on. I'm not going to stop you. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, then we want people who would also help us in our homes.
Okay.
Like, we want men that will genuinely help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it comes as a shock sometimes when you get married and the man doesn't want to touch anything.
Right.
And that's when the shock starts.
Okay.
And it gets overwhelming when kids add up. So we
Yeah.
want men that would also be willing to help us with chores at home.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
the list goes on and on.
Yeah. So it looks like it's a never-ending list.
And it depends on, I think it's every woman's needs are unique or wants are unique. So,
Okay. So aside all this, there could be special needs.
yeah, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So,
It's a very difficult question to answer because we ask what
it might
do
be
women need.
it might be
My
specific
needs
to
are different
from
what
someone else. Yeah.
wants.
Right.
For some wants people who have built mansions and all that they can come and stay in. Some too are
Oh.
not really not
So
into,
like you now
Right.
getting into the gold diggers edition.
no, I don't call them gold diggers. It's just a preference.
Preference?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, gold digging is a preference.
They
Exactly.
prefer
Yes.
to go somewhere
Correct.
that everything is already made,
Absolutely.
and
Gold digging is a
they
preference.
don't want to stress themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we get it. They don't want to be stressed. They want.
So it's not like they don't love the man with the mansion. It's different. So gold digging is when the person has a mansion, but you don't love the person, but you love the mansion. So
No, but
that's
how do we even decipher between that? It's as good as if you say you want a man with a mansion, it means a man without a mansion is not worth considering. So you get what I mean. So you can't decipher between the two. It's as simple as that. You can't say that, oh, I like someone with a mansion, but I'm not a gold digger because if you take the mansion from the person, I still like the person. It doesn't work that way. Then why are you saying you like someone
well,
with?
I get you.
Yeah.
I feel like if you've gotten the love and it comes with an additional.
I think someone, Deborah Ifa joined as well. Yeah. Okay.
So if you got someone you love and the person had a
Mhm.
mansion, it comes as an additional.
Exactly. So that is why the mansion thing shouldn't even come in.
Later. Yeah, I
It
understand.
should exactly. If you are with a person and it comes, it's fine. But if it has to be part of the package from the get-go, then gold digger alert.
Okay, so what if
Mhm.
it is not because the lady doesn't have, but maybe a lady is of a certain status or a
Okay.
class
Okay.
and wants somebody who is on an equal class with him or her.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Would you
call that gold digging as well?
So
Because
yeah.
like you say, sometimes when you are rich, it's very difficult for you to know if whoever you are
Absolutely.
going out with is there for the love or the money.
Yes. So
assuming that a lady is also well to do,
Yeah.
the preference is that I am not sure
Uh-huh.
if the man I'm going for is there for me because of my money,
Yeah.
the love. So I rather prefer to go with somebody who is of the same status as me.
Yeah.
Then I am sure that it is because of the love and
No,
not
no.
the
So,
money.
Breezy, you see, the problem there is that the moment you pin a certain requirement to whomever you want to get with, that actually becomes how do you call it? That actually becomes your yardstick you measuring whatever with, right? Let me try to explain. So the moment you say that, oh, I need someone with a big head, okay, it means that the big head is your deal breaker. If the person doesn't have a big head, you're not going ahead. Does it make sense? So you might want to appear modest and say, oh, but I don't really mean this. The moment you say that I need someone with this, it actually means that that's actually what you're looking out for, right? So let's say that someone says I need a honest man, or someone who would be true to the cause or something. It means that is actually the deal breaker. Let me put it that way. It's that or nothing. You get what I mean? So you can't say that. So let me put it this way. It's just like saying that, okay, because I have a mansion, I need a man who also has a mansion. What you are effectively saying is that the man having a mansion is, for example, more important than the man being an honest man. You get what I mean? It's priorities. It's if that is
So can't
the
you put all of them on the same
yeah, like on the same level.
level?
Yeah, so mansion, honest, blah blah blah.
I want all that.
Yes, you can.
If you lack one,
Yeah,
I'm not.
exactly. You can actually do it, and in fact, most people do that, but they usually end up in prayer camps in their 40s. Yes, because then you end up not getting anyone. You get what I mean? Because we are humans, and
So,
you also know you are human. You the one putting out the requirements, right? If you put in unachievable qualities you want across the board, then you might as well get your clay and create your own human being.
so in by what you are saying, are you
Yeah.
saying that we should relax
No,
our?
no. What I'm saying is that we should get our priorities right. You get what I mean? There are things that people pick as priorities for picking their spouses, which are not necessarily important priorities. Does it make sense? So all I'm saying is that I would rather go in for someone who is honest and all other things shall be added, rather than going for someone, rather than making my priority someone with material stuff, because there are more important things than material stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so your advice is that once you get somebody with what is on your priority list and the person lacks your other qualities,
Yeah.
you should consider.
Yeah, you can work those other things out. I mean, you can
What
always.
if you wanted an honest person and
Okay.
somebody who is hardworking, but you want
Okay.
an honest person and a lazy?
Yeah, so
should you say that because my priority number one is honesty,
yeah,
and laziness is maybe like is a second.
yeah.
So I should settle for
Then
the honest lazy man.
you'll be grateful to God that the person is honest about his laziness, right? And then you work it from there, right? Yeah, you know. So I think there money is laughing. there are um, there are weightier matters. You get what I mean? That's basically what I mean. Because there are some traits that if you don't have in a person, you would be in pain the whole of your life. Even if you stay married to the person, you'll be in pain. You get what I mean? And so these are things that should really matter to you. That's all I'm saying. There are some things that are very trivial. Like you say you need a man with a heavy baritone voice. Are you okay? Are you setting up a choir, or you are setting up, you get what I mean? So you go in and go get someone with a baritone voice, but is a very useless person. Then what have you achieved? You've achieved a useless baritone singer. It's as simple as that. So I think sometimes people have a lot of trivialities as their priorities, right? And that's all I'm advising against, because there are some things that can be changed, there are some things that you can work on, but there are some core principles that will live with you your whole life. And so if that is what you bargain for, then and unfortunately it doesn't end well, then you're in trouble, right? Yeah, so that's really what I think. So I'm not saying that don't wish to, or like you should wish to marry a poor person or someone who is not well to do or something, right? All I'm saying is that there are traits that is clear to everyone has potential to make things work, right? To make things successful. So if you are weighing things out and you see that no, this is someone who has good potential, then it's worth considering. Don't go and have very unnecessary or useless priorities and then you come back crying. We'll give you tissue to cry. Yeah.
Okay, so what do men want? Since I've tried to answer what women want.
Good. So I now have the opportunity to say that men usually have very simple wants and simple needs. Not as simple not as simple you used, but this is real simple, right? I really think that it can be summed up in maybe one or two wants or needs. Men just want peace of mind, right? Peace of mind, really. That's what I think. Because if you like scripture says, it is better to be in the same room with a cross woman, right? It's the moment you have someone who is very cantankerous and is all over the place, so loud and all, you've already lost your man. It's as simple as that. Whatever be the case, because you see, it looks like the way life is scheduled or life is programmed, men are always thinking about the next thing, about the future of their families and all. So if you now add a lot of noise to it, then you always get your man agitated. So whatever it is, someone who is kind, someone who thinks, who is reasonable, who uses the brain, all comes down to giving the man peace of mind, right? Look at the sources of financial pressures. Now, we've identified two main sources of financial pressure. So the first one being internal, that is internally generated in the marriage, and the one that is without, the externally generated ones. What makes you two happy, and not allow the pressure of having to impress everyone have a toll on your marriage? For example, if what you can afford is a single room somewhere, what matters is that you are happy, basically, and not what will my friends say, what will my family say, what would everyone say, apart from what would my spouse say.
Having kids is like having little bosses at home. They control what you do.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to control kids. Yes,
Yeah.
so it's not easy to handle them.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of pressure, especially if you are not that used to taking care of.
Yep, we're back. Yeah, so we had a technical issue here. I mean, it's not a joke trying to juggle this feed when driving. So there was one of the phones got overheated because it was on the dash, and then of course it's summertime, so the temperatures are high. Anyway, if you can see us, let us know. Let us know if you can. You can see the feed. So we continue. No, this way so that it has the, yeah, awesome. Yeah, right. So where did we get to, Chrissy?
Yeah, so you were telling us what made want.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's pretty simple. It's all summed up in having peace of mind. If you have a spouse that can support you when you are down, that is giving you peace of mind. If you have a spouse that will help you to raise your children, that is giving you peace of mind. So yeah, and when most men don't get this peace of mind that we're talking about, then they resort a lot of social vices and all, right? So I will come back.
Okay. We are back.
Yep, we back. Can you? Okay, we live, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So I think we can go to the next question.
Why is it
Yeah.
off my face? Should I put it back here?
Yeah. Then you can check the question.
Okay, so for the next one, the next question says, how do you get to understand the lady? This person is concerned about
Yeah, I mean,
understanding the lady.
If I can really relate to the questions the person is asking, right? Because scripture has said that you should dwell with women with knowledge, right? So if you can really, really grasp that, then 99% of your life is sorted out. So, hey, Solomon, good to have you. So then 99% of your life is really sorted out, right? Yeah, so you need to dwell with...
But it's, for me, I feel women are not difficult people. Like, women, we are not a difficult species.
No, that's not a global hypothesis. This hypothesis is not global.
I feel like we are not like... It is rather the men that's difficult.
I know a lot of people will not agree with you. It's I mean, for me, I think that yes, it really varies depending on the people involved, right? So I believe that it gets complicated or less complicated based on the parties involved. But if we're taking it on a global scale, I am sure a lot of people would agree that women appear more complicated than men. Men are pretty straightforward.
Really?
Yeah. So,
but I think most of the issues that we have in relationship.
Okay, maybe close. Yeah, right.
I am thinking that most of these relationship issues stems from men. Like,
again, that is.
So if the women were to be the difficult,
so
ones,
like I always say, sometimes we only see the results or we see the effects of what is happening, but we don't look at the root cause. If you do a root cause analysis, sometimes you see that people do what they do because of what they are hit with. You know, Solomon says something. Oh, okay. Solomon is saying, really, you cannot understand women. Don't waste effort. Just love. Absolutely. Yeah, right. So, I think Solomon summed it up so nicely. I mean, so yeah, it's when it comes to understanding women, I think a lot more people would agree that.
And we also don't understand men.
Oh, you don't understand? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, let me put it this way: borrowing from Solomon. So don't try to understand them. Just submit to them as Scripture admonishes, right? So the men will love the women, the ladies will submit to the men. I mean, it's as simple as that. So yeah, if you go marry a dimwit, you need to submit to the dimwit. So I mean, you should also choose wisely, right?
Yeah. That's the point. You don't choose somebody you cannot trust the others or trust will be making the right decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you feel that you are dating somebody who is dumb, I would not advise you to.
No, like say sebi dumb. don't just say
no. If you feel that the person, maybe the person might not be dumb, but
if you feel sebi, the person is dumb.
If you feel the person is dumb,
sebi. Yeah,
Don't marry
like
the
you need
person
to polish the
because you are supposed to submit your will to the person.
right.
So
I mean, it's
yeah, so you shouldn't.
so if he makes all the dumb decisions, sorry, you
You
need
have
to
to
follow.
follow.
So it's as simple as that. Yeah, right. So, Solomon said, "Oh, Ajay." Yeah, I mean, it's one of those tough things to say, but that's the reality. Like, yeah, if and this applies to even countries, right, or cities, or towns, or villages. If you get someone to lead, sorry, but you have to live with all the decisions the person makes, right? So you see that if you don't have the correct person, the people will always be wailing and be in pain.
No matter how educated or how smart the followers are.
Yeah. You need a smart leader.
Yeah.
If we agree that the man has the mandate to be the leader, then you better get a smart leader.
Solomon says, what about those who have already gotten themselves entangled?
Yeah.
And after marriage, they realize this.
Yeah. If you realize, you see that
it's too late
the
for
thing
you.
Is that Charlie, trust God.
You have to dwell with the person with wisdom.
Yeah, exactly. Trust God to
make the person wise. You can pray for wisdom.
Yeah.
So you pray that God gives the person wisdom.
At this point, Charlie, there is not much you can do. The battle has already been won. Yeah, it's just like, again, I think the leadership analogy really makes sense. You've already gone to the polls. You've gone to cast your vote. The person has won. Unfortunately, till the end of the person's term, there is not much you can do, you see. And for marriage, the term is till death do us part. Unfortunately, or fortunately, right? If you are having a good marriage, then it's fortunately. If not, then unfortunately, right? So sorry, but you would have to pray to God that the person will have a change of mind, right? Because again, Scripture admonishes that we should pray for all those in authority, that we might have a quiet and peaceable life. So in the same way, in your relationship, if unfortunately, or your marriage, if unfortunately you got married to a Nabal, then you pray to God that God will change the person's heart, and then you will end up living a peaceable life. Because if that doesn't happen, you will not live a quiet and peaceable life. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So if you've already married the person, then prayer is a key. Even if you've not married the person yet, prayer is still the key, So yeah. Okay, so Rishi, we can go to the next question.
Okay, so the next question says, how do you get a loving lady without being pushy? During, let's say,
the sources of financial pressures. Now, we've identified two main sources of financial pressure. So the first one being internal, that is internally generated in the marriage, and the one that is without, the externally generated ones. What makes you two happy, and not allow the pressure of having to impress everyone have a toll on your marriage? For example, if what you can afford is a single room somewhere, what matters is that you are happy, basically, and not what will my friends say, what will my family say, what would everyone say, apart from what would my spouse say.
Having kids is like having little bosses at home. They control what you do.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to control kids.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to handle them.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of pressure, especially if you are not that used to taking care of. When you marry, initially people would want to see, how are these people doing? Sometimes, especially when you have a big wedding. So people also tend to want to impress others by sewing, dressing up, renting big apartments, buying expensive cars. Meanwhile, you'll be suffering inside. Your finances cannot hold, and that is what people go through a lot here. So they try to impress everyone outside the marriage except the two of them.
At the sources of financial pressures. Now, we've identified two main sources of financial pressure. So the first one being internal, that is internally generated in the marriage, and the one that is without, the externally generated ones. What makes you feel too happy,
Yeah.
and not allow the pressure of having to impress everyone have a toll on your marriage. For example, if what you can afford is a single room somewhere, what matters is that you are happy.
Yeah.
Basically, and not what will my friends say, what will my family say, what would everyone say, apart from what would my spouse say.
Having kids is like having little bosses at home. They control what you do.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to control kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to handle them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like we are back.
yeah, right? No, try, yeah, go to the event feed and see if. Oh, okay, he said we can see. Okay, good. Yeah, so it looks like we're on now. Yeah, so if you can hear us, let us know in the comments. If you can see us, let us know so we can resume. Yeah, you should see the video, the live video here. Because it's live. That's why you see the red ring here. Yeah.
Okay, we have everyone is here again. I don't know if the signal is going down or, but it's like hello, hi. I don't know if it's
Oh, he just said we
like,
can see. Okay, yeah, hello, hi.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I think they can see, but this one would catch up, I guess. Yours will catch up. Okay, so yeah, let's continue.
So Solomon said Abigail's only way out was Nabal's exit. Is that a prayer for such a person?
Oh, so under the new dispensation, Paul told us that let he that is married not seek to be separated from the wife, right? So at this point, then your prayer shouldn't be to be divorced from your husband or your wife, depending on who is causing the trouble. Your prayer should be that because Scripture says that the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, and he turns it like a river where it should go, in which direction it should go. So God still has power to change minds, to change people, right? So you should continue to pray for that spouse to come to their senses. But you too, when you were going to the person, you saw it and you say love. So now you don't. Yeah, that's why I am really very heavy on people trying to be careful about who you are dating and all, because if it gets into marriage and I mean all the issues come, it's more difficult to deal with. You get what I mean? So yeah, it's so if you're already in such a situation, believe God, keep praying, and we'll keep praying with you as well that God will intervene. Because I know it's not easy. When all the pressures of a good spouse, it might mollify for economic hardship and everything. of nowhere. We almost headed to the Canadian border. So, Solomon, can you still hear us? Can you still see us? Sami, anyone watching? Oh,
Yes,
okay,
Sami
good,
said yes.
awesome, yeah. So again, on the feed, we are in the middle of nowhere. We if you know the map, or you look at the map of the US, we are almost at the tip of the US, overlooking the Canadian border, right? On the other side. So we go heading to the Great Lakes region to see all the Great Lakes. So it's
Solo says we are losing the audio is staggering.
oh, okay. Let us know if it gets better. Let us know if let us know as soon as you can hear me very well. Then we'll continue. Again, it's expected. Now this is where I'm so happy to be a radio or a former radio engineer who was involved in planning sites and optimizing telecom sites, right? So usually on highways like this, you will hardly spend too much to densify because the return on investment is not so huge, right? So you expect such spotty coverage here and there.
Solo saying thanks for clarifying. I thought you were somewhere I won't mention.
Oh God, where is that? Oh God, yeah. So so it looks like Solo can hear us. Since he can give all that feedback, it looks like he can really hear us. Yeah. Okay, so Prissy, did we do justice to that question?
Yeah, about.
Okay,
Well,
closer. Then yeah, right.
Okay, so next.
We'll go to the next question.
So the next question says, can your partner be too busy to communicate with you often, even if he loves you?
Oh, yes. I mean, unfortunately, the way the world is programmed, it's almost like we have to choose between putting food on the table and being overly in love, right? Because the systems of this world are such that you need to use an ample amount of time to be putting food on your table, right? So yes, people can really too busy, but that is no excuse to also neglect your spouse, right? And so I think that no matter how busy people are, they should always try to make time. Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, that would be so easy an excuse to always give that, hey, I'm busy, I'm busy.
Yeah, so myself, I'm busy. You are also busy.
Yeah, right.
So we make time after your work time.
Yeah.
We have time. So
yeah.
During work time, meetings. Yeah. So when I call you,
right.
You pick. If I'll call you, my time.
Yeah. That would be 5.
Yeah. So, and I think because of that too, you know that I'm not going to call him just anyhow and
Yeah.
he won't pick. But if you are that kind who is used to calling to in between working hours to talk about things that are not relevant,
Yeah.
then I guess that your spouse or your partner will not pick when
Yeah.
they are busy because they don't want you to be interrupting whatever they are doing. Yeah, so
Maybe you just saw a cat pass by your house or something, and you calling your husband or your wife to tell him or her when you know he's very, very busy. I mean, it's. But again, that shouldn't. Cause yeah, like now we are on a road trip, right? We very, very busy people, but we're trying to make it work, right? So yeah, it shouldn't be. Yeah, go ahead.
So someone said that some ladies want full attention, which is impossible.
Yeah, so it always looks like a trade-off, right? It's either you get someone who is not busily doing anything in life and is only going to the gym or is always holding a phone to be calling you. I mean, if you go for that option, then you have full attention, right? Okay. So, what is the lady doing that?
That was the question I was going to
she
ask.
has so much time and needs full
It means
attention.
that the lady also needs to
Get busy, exactly. She needs to get busy
because it is when you are free that you feel that you want attention from.
Exactly. I mean, what's wrong with you? So you 24 hours, someone should be calling you and be what's
chatting
wrong
with you, and then how will the person make the money?
Even TV stations go off. They go off at a certain time. They tell you end of transmission. We'll come back tomorrow. And you don't you don't have anything to do. People should just be calling you and what time will you be talking about? My friend.
So for me, there are times that I call Van and I can see from his response that he's tired.
Right.
So I'll just be like, okay, good night. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all I say the entire day.
Yeah.
Because I know he's tired and I that's not the time to be asking him for attention.
Yeah. You get the wrong attention.
Yes. Yeah. So you should know. Oh my God. Like, how do you call it? Emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes. Correct.
If you are even talking to somebody who is not ready to talk.
Yeah.
You should be smart enough to cut the call. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make it short. Make the conversation short.
Yeah.
But it is not when you are seeing that this person is not really in the mood to talk, and then you start talking about and trying to gossip. And have you heard about this? It gets annoying.
And please, if during your childhood days your parents did not have time for you or make time for you, don't compound all and come and put it on someone's child to like make 24 hours for you in a whole day, right? don't do that. Okay, so yeah, try your best not to be a nuisance. Right? Because think about it. I mean, you go to work the whole day, you're dealing with the pressures of life and everything. Who would want to be talking to someone for 8 hours? Are you okay?
If you are bored, you don't have anything to do, look for a movie or something and watch.
Even a movie is a waste of time. Like, look for something, read something, educate yourself, think about how to be a better spouse, get a hobby, do something. Okay, don't compound all your childhood neglect and put it on someone's child too. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. For all you know, the person is truly busy, right? And it makes it look like, the person is a bad person and doesn't care about you. They start ranting and go like, don't do that. Don't do that. Please, if you've been doing that, tell yourself you stop from tomorrow. Not today. You can do the last one today and then tomorrow. What do we have there?
So
So stress. Talking stage and you want full attention. Oh, but you too is talking stage, so you need to talk. If it's talking stage, then talk.
You want full attention. Like
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
understand the attention.
The full attention.
Is it that the person wants you to stop whatever you are doing and just talk, or?
Yeah. So Sammy, let us know what full attention means there. I mean, because
you can talk and still be doing whatever you are doing.
Yeah, exactly. And my assumption is that when you are at the talking stage, that's when everyone wants to impress, right? And prove that they are good communicators and everything. So if the person wants to talk to you on free night call, do we still have free night call? On free night call, maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, it's fine. It's not too much. But if every day you want to talk to the person for 8 hours, I think I know the career that best suits you. Get a radio station, get a TV station, go be a news broadcaster or something. It looks like you have a calling for that. Yeah, so Sammy, what do you mean by full attention? Like, how long is...
Drop everything.
It's too long. Like, drop everything.
So,
that one won't work. I mean, I've even married people have time for other things. I mean, so you shouldn't be like, after getting together with you, then the person cannot do anything. Even when people go to prison, they do other activities. You see, so, and you are not a prison yet. I don't see why you want full attention from someone, right? So, yeah, I would assume that if you think, and these are the kind of things you should really be looking at and discussing. If you think that the person talks too much and you can't match up, then it's also something that needs to be addressed, right? Because the person will not cease talking even when you are married.
It will be worse.
It will be worse. Because the person goes out and is stressed and everything. The person will just come and dump everything on you. And will be talking, and you'll be busily doing something. The person will be talking.
Feel that you don't care.
Yeah, and say you don't care, right?
But I think that sometimes
yeah,
we also have to listen.
Yeah.
So people necessarily are not interested in. It's not even about you giving them the attention.
Okay.
But then that active part of the listening is
Okay.
what they want. So if, let's say, somebody is in distress or and the person is talking to you about it, it's just about having a listening ear for the person.
I agree.
Yeah, so I think that some people feel that, okay, this person is talking too much. And then you say things to make the person feel like you are not interested.
Yeah.
At least you should just make it look like, yes, I'm listening.
You mean just make it look like you're listening, but you shouldn't listen. Like,
even if you're not interested.
Yeah, so I perfectly agree. And you see, especially when you are married, your spouse might be the only one your spouse could talk to, right? So if your spouse comes to you and it feels like you are not listening, then there is a big problem, right? So it is part of your job description. You should listen, and again, don't just pretend to be listening. Really listen, because for all you know, it might be so important whatever your spouse is saying. So listen, and then if you need to encourage your spouse, encourage her, or encourage him. And if you need to cry with him or her, cry with him or her. It's fine.
I'm just seeing this message.
Okay, yeah.
So someone says, so the person will be like, you don't call to the person 2 or 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the person is suffering from what is called acute attention deficit. So I don't even
You
know
know-
what it is.
you know what
I just came
reminds
up
me
with that.
of?
No.
You know the oblities who get served like 3 times.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like,
It's
you
still
haven't,
saying
I've not
not
been
saying.
served.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so that's exactly what the person is doing.
Exactly. Okay. It might also be that the person really enjoys communicating with you. So it should be a plus. You should be happy that someone really enjoys communicating.
Is the person working? That's the question I want to ask.
Oh, clearly the person is not working. Now, if you are working, how can you? Yeah. What was the condition I diagnosed? Acute what? Attention deficit. Yeah, exactly. So the person really and let's state this clearly. See, there are people who are real attention seekers.
Yes.
You should be very, very clear about this. When you trying to get into a relationship, try to assess if you have someone like that. If you have someone like that, then you should be really prepared. Really, really prepared to be giving attention and all. Otherwise, your relationship won't go far.
Yes. So
Because there are
like
people,
attention.
yeah.
Very clingy.
Yeah. You need to constantly be with them, listening to them. And so you should know who you are involved with, right? Because otherwise, no amount of attention seems to be, whoa, look at this.
But
So close. I mean, these guys, the two, yeah.
it's as if they are racing each other.
Yeah. So if you have someone who really, really demands a lot of attention, please, you will need to be sure if it is something you can live with and make a call, because there are people who cannot do without like the attention.
So Solomon says that I think you should know when your full attention is needed.
Correct.
You want your spouse to know they can come to you when they are with their issues.
Absolutely.
Unless it's unnecessary stuff. Every time you talk, full attention is a situation-based issue, not 24/7.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a very good one, Solomon. Yeah. So again, there are times when you are the only one your spouse could talk to. I mean, about whatever issue it is. Don't make your spouse feel unheard.
Otherwise, they'll go outside.
Yeah, they'll go outside and go talk to other people.
Your spouse has an issue with you,
and
they are trying to talk to you and you don't listen, the next thing you know,
it's on BBC.
Yeah, they are going outside to seek advice from someone, and maybe you don't want your issue to be out there.
And if it gets to BBC, you will definitely listen. Because, you definitely listen.
It will serve you
better
to listen than to have outsiders do the talking to you.
And see, again, it is not, sometimes there are a lot of trivial stuff that come across, right? So you will need to develop the art of listening. It's an art. You need to develop it. Active listening, okay? Like Solomon said, for those things that are critical, they are crucial, you need to listen to. Give your whole heart to it. Devote your heart to it. Listen to it. For those things that are trivial, like someone is talking about soap opera to you when you are thinking about something very important, there is also a way to go about that. Active listening. Even if the thing is not of interest, still focus on what you are doing. And as your spouse is talking, you can be filling in with words. So your spouse goes like, oh, have you seen this thing that has happened? You will not even hear it, but you go like, oh, really? What really happened? Can you tell me more? Then the person will be ginger. Then will go like, then the person will talk 3 paragraphs, even without listening. Then you ask, oh, so what happened after that? Then the person will be ginger. Then will go on 5 paragraphs. You are helping the person dispose of all the trash, like all the it's fine in a nice way. At the end of the day, you are a nice husband or you are a nice wife, right? But for the very important stuff, you will need to really pay attention to it. And see, I don't know what Prissy has to say about that, but there are times Prissy is talking about something I feel, oh, so why should I be even listening to this thing? But it's part of it, right? It's part of the marriage. So yeah. Just have very nice feeling words to encourage the person to keep speaking. maybe in all the junk, the person will say something very important that will help your life. So yeah, you encourage the person all through, and then, because let me tell you, not all the things your spouse will be saying will be necessary for this life. Maybe your spouse is talking about something for the afterlife. It's fine. Listen, it will help you in the afterlife. Because some of the so you would think that Prissy is always discussing what? Biochemicals and molecules.
When you marry, initially people would want to see, hey, how are this
It doesn't look like. Okay, yeah, we on now. Camera is off. Is the camera back on? Is the camera back on?
It should work by now.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. And is the audio on? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Okay, awesome. So the because again of the dashboard where we place the phone, it got overheated, and iPhone will definitely shut down when it's overheated and all. Okay, so Solomon says that strategy works. Awesome. Be ready for a fight where you are caught. Yeah, exactly. So if your spouse then asks you, oh, but I already said this, or what did I say? If your spouse says
feedback,
if your spouse says, what did I say? Be ready to say, oh, let me just make this quick call and call someone and be on the call for 1 hour, because
I would ask you again.
because you wouldn't remember what was said. In fact, you were not listening.
There are some of the things that demand answers.
Yeah.
That is when you be caught.
When you be caught, yeah. Maybe your spouse asks a question, then you go like, oh, really? But really is not the answer to the question. Then now you need to get the real answer to the question, otherwise you're in trouble. Yeah, but again, like I was saying, you would think that Prissy will always be talking about molecules and macrophages and pathogens, and no, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes she's talking about general things in life and stuff, and at the moment, I might not necessarily be interested in those, right?
Same way I might be talking about something she's not interested in, but you don't want your spouse to feel bad, right? Yeah, so you not pretend, but you try to be listening. Yeah, right. So use that strategy, but don't get caught. Because if a follow-up question comes and you can't answer, my brother, my sister, say your last prayers, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, yeah. So even for especially if your spouse is not someone who really talks, like it's not a vocal person, it's not out there. When they want to talk, please listen. You get it. If you married a parrot, then that one, I mean, it's business as usual, right? So, but if your spouse is not someone who talks and wants to talk, please listen, because it might be something very, very important. Because it takes a lot of energy for them to come out to talk anyway, and they're ready to talk and you're not listening. That wouldn't be good for your progress, right? If you can hear us, type a yes there, so we know you can hear us. If you can hear us, please type a yes, so we know. But I really think the feed has really done well. Okay, so you say yes.
Okay.
Because I mean, when we get to our destination, you see where we've been all the while, and then you see why it was. Anyway, yeah. So again, please, communication is key. Effective communication is key. But there are some of the communication that is not really necessary. Don't tell your spouse I said this, but you get it. Like, not that it's not necessary, but they are trivial things. And sometimes there are times when you have a free mind and you're ready to talk about a lot of junk, rubbish. There are times that you're really thinking about serious things, and that might not be what you really want to talk about. In that case, then try the okay. So I guess
Again.
yeah.
So the next met a guy in an online network,
Okay.
and we started dating for more than a year now. With a marriage. I borrowed him money for his Navy service
Glory.
graduation. He refused to pay back my money, I guess. How can I get it back?
Oh God. Yeah, this one is tough. So what the lady, I guess, was saying was that she met a guy on an online platform and it looked like things were going well. They've been dating for a year, and the lady borrowed the guy money for his Navy stuff, and the guy is not
Has
paying
forgotten
back. Did the guy forget, or the guy doesn't want to pay?
Some people suddenly forget.
Oh, if the person has forgotten,
You have to
then
remind.
it's a genuine case, right? Yeah, so because maybe the guy is thinking about Navy ships and the sea and stuff, and so if the person has forgotten, it's a valid concern. But if the person hasn't forgotten but doesn't want to pay, then that's also a different situation, right? But did the person ask you for the money that with the promise of paying
He said
back?
borrowed. So the fact that
borrowed,
it's borrowed, it means that
no, sometimes borrowed is used loosely, right? I mean, you just give them. Or is it that things have gone south and so you want your money back? You get what I mean? Sometimes you give someone money.
I am thinking because they are in a relationship now.
Okay.
She doesn't know how to take back the money without
causing trouble.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. So.
But the person should pay back.
Yeah, you should be able to have such uncomfortable discussions or conversations with your spouse to be. I mean,
Even the two of us,
Yeah.
when I borrow money, I pay. When you borrow,
Yeah.
you pay back.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you should be able to discuss that. It shouldn't. It's uncomfortable, but you should attempt to make such discussions common in your relationship, right?
Yeah.
And don't be afraid that you will lose the person. If you lose the person because the person doesn't want to pay debt, then it's a good loss.
Yeah, it's a red flag.
Yeah, right. So if the person promised to pay, and for whatever reason, even if the money is not available at the moment, the person should be able to tell you when exactly he'll be able to pay. Yeah. So don't fret. Just ask the person. Ask the person. Say, hey, so originally this money I gave to you, it was originally planned for something, and it's almost due. So I wanted to find out when you think it will be ready.
Maybe it's even long overdue.
Yeah, maybe the money is not yet 1 year. The relationship is 1 year, but I guess the money is a few.
Was the money given? Did the person borrow? Even the person borrowed the money before the relationship?
No. From what she said, I am assuming it's during the relationship. Yeah, during the relationship. So yeah, speak to the person. It sounds uncomfortable a discussion to have, but no problem about that. Just speak to. If you can't have such discussions with your spouse to be, then there will be trouble when you get married, right? Because there will be a lot of uncomfortable discussions that you need to have in your marriage, right? So it shouldn't be a problem for you. Try to make it commonplace to discuss things that are not necessarily easy discussions, right? So find out. And if the person doesn't pay back your money, it's not necessarily a red flag, but then you are in for a bit of trouble, right? Because most spouses don't pay their spouses when they owe them. It's fine in marriage, but if even before marriage the person doesn't want to pay, then it might be a cause for concern.
Yeah.
So,
because if you give your word that you pay,
exactly,
and you don't pay, it means that you can never trust what the person.
Yeah, you are a Duncan Gilo, right? What's the word again? Duncan Gilo? What's the word? Yeah, Duncan Gilo, yeah. So it's a Ghana word which is used for people who don't pay their debt.
Yeah,
right?
it is intentional.
Yeah.
So what it means is that at the time they were borrowing, even telling you
they will not
pay, they had already made up their mind they were not going to pay.
Yeah.
So
maybe you also had an agreement to be the person's financier, right? So
unless he has found a way.
Wow. People cruising
he has
the water.
You have found a way to spend the money on you and
yeah, the person thought, but that was the money we used for this outing and but again the person should have
it's not expecting that you take it back.
Yeah, the person should have informed you. So it's not fair that you not receive your money back, right? So yeah, please speak to the person. Again, we're not saying that would be a very comfortable discussion to have, but it needs to be had. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tracy, you have the next question.
Okay, so how can I ask my boyfriend a lot of questions to improve and impress our relationship?
A lot of questions
to improve
and
impress our relationship.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that means, the last part, but sometimes I think that some things need time, right? Don't force things, right? Allow it to have a natural progression. if you have someone who doesn't necessarily like a lot of talking, don't force the person to talk. Because if you force the person to talk, the person might talk rubbish and you and you have yourself to blame, right? So don't like there should be a natural progression, right? You would have a situation where there are people who generally don't talk. But when they are comfortable, when they are around people they are comfortable with, they open up so much. So the focus should be getting the person to be very comfortable around you. Then the person can really open up and exactly, and share a lot of things with you. Don't necessarily attempt to get the person talking against their will, or get a person going beyond their comfort zone, right? I mean, allow time to make the person comfortable with you, and they'll be all over sharing a lot of things, talking to you, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so I think that is it. And if on the flip side, if it looks like the person doesn't want to talk because the person has a lot of things to hide from you, because scripture says that out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh, right? So if you realize that the person is not speaking so that he will conceal what is really in his heart, then there is a cause for concern, right? But if not, and it looks like, oh, the person is naturally a very quiet person, doesn't want to speak, don't force it.
Is it okay to make somebody feel that you are okay with whatever, so that the person is able to be him or herself, and you get to know who the person is? It's like, instead of saying, me, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, rather you keep it open, like, oh, I'm cool with anything. Then the person can really show you who he or she is. Okay. And then you can pick up things you like or what you don't like about the person, and then you know, if because a lot of people can play to your, when you go like I don't
get a camera on yourself also.
Okay, so when you go to a relationship, your first date or something,
okay,
then you make all the list of the likes and dislikes.
Okay.
Sometimes people can pretend and even waste your time. You may be dating someone thinking that you have a serious partner, but maybe it's all pretense. Is it better you hold all those things rather, and then get to know the person?
Exactly. So if you go in the first time with a long list, again, you would have people who will try to pretend around you, right? Just as Prissy mentioned. I think this is the best approach. If whatever you are pretending to like is not consequential, then it is fine. You get what I mean? For example, if you have to pretend to the person that you like fornicating, then you are ending yourself in trouble. If whatever you are pretending to like is not consequential and will help you really get to understand the person, then yes, it makes sense. So that, and that is part of emotional intelligence, right? Listening is also part. You just allow the person to go on and on and on, then you can pick your cues from there. Because if you go in with like, okay, they want, hey, I don't like this, then for some reason the person might want to hide stuff from you just to check your boxes, right? But again, I would say that, hey, be yourself. Don't again, if there is something, there is a red flag you are very sure you can't live with, don't let someone force you to like it just because it just means that you guys are not compatible. or you in prison. Maybe I didn't get exactly what you were saying, but yeah, if you have
No,
any-
so my question is that
yeah,
people meet somebody for the first time, and
right.
then, like, they haven't studied the person yet. They are
Okay.
trying to start a relationship or
Okay.
something,
Okay.
and then you make a list of all the things you don't like and the things you like. Don't you think that the person might try to look, if the person wants
Okay.
the person might try to fake that this is
Okay.
how I am,
Okay.
because the person wants to fit into
Okay.
the box you have, or but then is it not better for you to let it go? Like, you don't say anything about your likes and dislikes. You just try to study the person as it is. If the person asks you what are your likes, well, I'm cool with
No, but
anything, or
then that would
so
also
that the person would be able to, the person can be free to express themselves around you, and then you
Yeah.
get to find out who really this person is.
No, but then I would think that it wouldn't be fair to the person, because then you are faking it in a way, and it will be very difficult for the person to really know you, right? I mean, if you don't like something, say you don't like it. If the person cannot fit that,
But what if the person can't fit but tries to also fake? So you may not know, because
but you can only fake for a while, right? I mean, you can't.
Some people are very good at it, that you only find out really after you're married.
After you marry,
Yeah.
then if you are married, if you get married to such a person, then the person is a treasure worth keeping, because the person can fake. Yeah, I mean, basically, just try to be yourself, right? It helps everyone. If this is something you can't live with, just let the person know. If the person is willing to change for the better, fine. If not, you go your separate ways. We just have few years in this world. You don't want to spend so much time with people you can't be so sure about, right? So
And I think the second part about how you can improve our relationship or impress our relationship by, so the person I asked,
what do you think the impress part means?
Can I ask a lot of questions to improve and impress our relationship? I don't know how the question asking can improve the relationship.
Oh, it can improve the relationship, because I mean, the more questions you ask, the better the communication, right? So it will definitely help to improve the relationship. You get it. You ask questions, the person answers.
We haven't lost.
Yeah, would verify it.
Okay, so the next. Samuel, are we still there?
Look at the sources of financial pressures. Now, we've identified.
Before you go live, yeah.
the sources of financial pressures. Now, we've identified two main sources of financial pressure. So the first one being internal, that is internally generated in the marriage, and the one that is without, the externally generated ones. What makes you two happy, and not allow the pressure of having to impress everyone have a toll on your marriage? For example, if what you can afford is a single room somewhere, what matters is that you are happy, basically, and not what will my friends say, what will my family say, what would everyone say, apart from what would my spouse say.
Having kids is like having little bosses at home. They control what you do.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to control kids. Yes,
Yeah.
so it's not easy to handle them.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of pressure, especially if you are not that used to taking care of.
Okay, good. Be back. Let us know if you can see and hear us as that down there, right? Oh, it was there. Yeah, this way. So click on it, expand it. Let us know if you can hear and see us.
It's a hard job.
Yeah.
Maybe let's.
What?
Yeah. Holding it's a hard job. He said yes,
Okay,
we can.
awesome. Okay. So, where did we get to? What was the other question you?
Engaging in a conversation without fighting.
Oh, okay.
Without it
So,
ending in a fight.
you want to engage in a conversation without fighting. Something very silly crossed my mind, but I'm not saying it. I was going to say when you fight and get tired, then you now talk. Anyway, but that's just on a light note. Yeah, Prissy, what do you think is your?
I think that's.
Come on, you a bit. Yeah.
I think that it depends on how you go about the conversation,
Okay.
how the when,
Okay.
and then the content.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you've noticed that when you go into conversation, you end up fighting.
Okay.
By now, you should know what causes you to fight.
Right.
Maybe the timing is not right.
Right.
You want to have certain conversation at very inconvenient times.
Yeah.
You might end up in a fight. How do you go about your conversation? Is it in a nice manner? Is it in a polite manner? Is it in a you might end up in a fight? And then maybe there are conversations that your partner doesn't like talking about, things that you keep bringing it up. Even if the person doesn't like, there are ways you talk about things, make it more likable.
Okay.
And then you also have to study the mood of the person when you are going to talk to someone about things that can easily anger the person, or you should also look at them. Don't wait when the person is already angry. Then you add, the person will not listen or will not hear.
There's common sense.
Yes, so you should rather study and know that okay, my partner is in a happy mood today. This is when I raise this thing, and the person will listen.
But also, if the person is in a happy mood, don't go and bring some.
In a good mood, they don't listen at all. Might end up in a fight.
And when they are in a good mood,
When they are in a mood that they would live.
also spoil their mood with your bad conversation. Right. Yeah, no, Prissy, I was just joking. But
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
I think that you should also consider all the factors surrounding
Right.
when you talk about those things.
Yeah. The camera on her. So I have to move her hand. She's doing a great job. So we left the what's the name? Yeah, this side I think.
Let me see if I
The
can
holder.
use my
So
holder to do something.
we've had to, and we've been speaking for almost 2 hours. So she's had to be holding it, and it's no easy job. So yeah.
Left your holder in there, man. Let me see what mine can
Yeah. So I really agree. I mean, sometimes the conditions surrounding the discussion is even more important than the content of the discussion. The conditions surrounding the discussion should be
I'd rather prefer to use the holder.
okay. So Prissy is trying to use her holder. Let's see how that works out.
Don't fall off.
Is it okay?
Tighten
No,
it.
no, tighten this side.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Makes life.
Okay.
Is this way better?
No. Yeah, right. Yeah, so the conditions surrounding the discussion, it's also as important, sometimes even more important than
The thin wings.
okay, even more important than the content, right? So is that the right place to talk about that? Are you having the right audience? Do you think, oh, that's the beauty in the, can you see, guys? Yeah, that's it. Oh, so we drove all the way to come and see something. We are now seeing it in sight. That's beautiful. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so apart from it beauty, let your conversation to be beautiful. So basically, yeah, try to understand all those fine details, and then it should make your conversation a bit likable and something that people can consume easily. You can even be insulting someone and present it in a very nice way that the person will be smiling at the insult, right? So in the same way, learn how to polish stuff. Don't say, oh, as for me, I say it as it is. This is how I talk. You are displaying fully. Learn how to address issues. Learn how to be sometimes diplomatic about some stuff. You can say the same thing, but in a very nice way, and it would bring a lot of peace. So again, if you end up fighting, it means that number one, your modes of presentation is not something both parties like. Maybe he doesn't present it well, or you don't present it well, or both of you, right? So try your best to address that, and then you would be able to make your conversations better. So marriage is a huge percentage communication, right? So if you are not able to get the communication right, then it becomes a problem. So do your best to work at it. Again, listen. The person might be talking trash, but listen. Then afterwards, present your case. In fact, behave like a lawyer. Now, lawyers are taught something. If there is a lawyer here, they will tell you. Lawyers are taught something when they are in law school. They are taught how to hold themselves even when someone is lying. You know, when someone is lying, you can be so angry and go like, what, like how? But lawyers are. I wouldn't want us to go straight over it. I am thinking we can, right? We can go out there and then see the. You get what I mean?
Walk on the bridge.
No, so let's see. Okay, guys, give us 1 second. Let's go to the rest area first, and then we see. It's better to see it from afar
Yes,
than
exit
to
before
be
to-
on it.
Okay, there's a toll.
Yeah, there is a toll on it. Yeah.
So we have to pay cash for it.
Yeah. No, we not even necessarily go. You didn't get me. So we'll not. Okay, good.
There's a rest area.
Yes, that's what I'm trying for us to
Okay.
do.
The gate
So
to Mackinac Island.
that's a gate.
They said
Yeah,
gate-
this is a gate to the island, right?
But we don't
Wait.
see the bridge.
No, we'll see it over here.
Okay.
It's better to
Viewers.
have a view, yes, from this angle instead of.
Are we going to the island?
Yes, we are going to the island. So let's.
I
see.
think the island. Is it that?
No. So let's explore the city first.
Oh,
Okay, this is the ferry. I think this ferry goes to the island, right? Okay, yeah, let's have fun looking around first. And then, see the hot dog. Anyway, so where were we?
yeah. So they're talking without
Which-
getting the person angry.
Was that where we got to?
You were still
The
talking
whole
about
island
it.
thing got us a bit. What were you
Talking
saying?
about lawyers.
Yes,
Oh
the lawyers.
yeah, okay. Whoa, so
Yeah, actively listening.
what's her name?
Amy.
Izo, cute Izo says we're talking about lawyers. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, so lawyers are taught how to listen to a lot of trash and still maintain their composure. And I think that in marriage, we all need that, right? Sometimes your spouse might just be expressing what he or she thinks, and it might not be in sync with what you also think, but the training is still to be able to quietly listen, right? And then, okay, so we here trying to.
Where's the bridge?
It's over there. It's ahead of
Okay.
us. That's it. So
It seemed close when we're coming.
yeah, because that's the road leading to it.
Okay.
So let's see.
I wish I could
that's
show
it.
you. from the
Beautiful.
bridge.
Okay, yeah. So we'll be showing you the view we're seeing. So give us few seconds. You would
Is there a
enjoy the
parking
view with
spot
us.
there?
Yeah, I'm sure we would see. So we are on the Great Lake. Which of the lakes are there? Are 7 Great Lakes, right? 7 Great Lakes. Can you name some of them? Lake Erie is towards Ohio in Cleveland. Lake Ontario is Huron part. Yeah, Lake Huron is part. Ooh, yes, this is beautiful, man. Okay, this is the kind of view I want, not to climb it. You get what I mean? Yeah, it's better not to climb. So, guys, we are at our destination now. Give us 1 second, we'll pack, and then we'll have some fun. This is beautiful. Canada is just few minutes away from here. So, yeah, Prissy, hold it. Let me. Yeah. No, we're not going to Canada. We're going to.
Wait, Daddy.
Yep.
Are we gonna climb the bridge?
Yeah, we're gonna dance on it. Yeah, so this is so relaxing already. So give us a few seconds and then we'll show you what we're seeing. I'm sure you love what we're seeing. Yeah. You love what we're seeing. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so these are the seagulls.
Yeah, seagulls.
Yeah, I think every bird is bird.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Every bird is bird.
Okay.
Bird.
Okay, guys, so I think we can start getting down for now.
We're going down.
Yeah. We're gonna look at the lake and the people cruising on it.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Do you have the key?
I'll pick it. I'll locate
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Mm. This is absolutely gorgeous. Give me a second. I'll show you the view pretty shortly. Pretty shortly. Oh, I might need to change to back camera. Okay, good. Okay. Is it what? There is a what? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. So video, let's turn it to yep. Cancel. So let's go to back. Dual wide camera. Let's see. Yep.
Swim there.
No.
Also, the trash can.
Back. Dual camera. Let's see what we see here. Okay. Let's see. Look at the sources of financial pressures. Now, we've identified two main sources of financial pressure. So the first one being internal, that is internally generated in the marriage, and the one that is without, the externally generated ones. What makes you two happy, and not allow the pressure of having to impress everyone have a toll on your marriage? For example, if what you can. I think we back. Yeah, good, awesome. Yeah, so that is the bridge in your view. This is the Mackinac Bridge. You don't see yet. Check it.
Maybe it's just mine.
You can refresh it and see. Yep. So it leads to that should be the island, right? And then beyond the island,
Canada.
it's Canada. Yeah.
Let's go to the island. Let's go to Canada. Yes. Can I touch the water?
Okay. Come on. You beauty. Right out there. Oh, can you see the balloons there? Yeah.
Oh, it's there. That looks like a hot air balloon.
Yeah, it is. It is a hot air balloon. Let's see.
Is there anything to that? Turn for clearer viewing.
Yeah, I can't even see anything.
Yeah.
Right. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Yeah, you can touch it.
I'm gonna drink it, swim in it, and do everything with the water.
And you're swimming where the right shoes are supposed to be. So make sure you don't enter the water. You said yes, please. Now,
Yeah. Got it. So this is just one of the 7 Great Lakes. So we currently at the tip of Michigan, up there, up north, right at the tip. And this is called the Mackinac Bridge. It's one of the iconic monuments, if you will, of Michigan. It's a big deal. And you see in the distance, you can see people sailing and hot air balloons up there. It's really beautiful. Now we need to find a way to get to the island. Okay, guys, let's go further.
Daddy, are we gonna go to the island?
Yeah, let's.
Which island are we gonna go to?
The Mackinac Island, right?
Yes.
That's the island. I mean, where the sailboats are. Yeah, so usually they go under the bridge. There is one for sunset. So you take a cruise under the bridge all through, they play
now, when
music
you
and
drive
all.
on the bridge, it takes you to one of the islands, right?
No, I don't think so. So this is the island, right? You see, it's just sitting in there.
Okay, so where you're
So
going to is
this one, it's not the island.
I got a bit confused. It looks like the water separates that place.
Yes, but if you look carefully, I think let's check the map. Just go to the map of.
I think there's
Oh,
That's it. No, so yeah, so it leads to one spot before you get to Canada. I mean, it's. Oh God.
where are we gonna go?
Thank you for visiting. This is Michilimackinac State Park. Michilimackinac. So, okay, guys, I think the map is here, so we can view this. Yes. So you see, so this is actually this is where we are, and then this one is the Mackinac Island. This is the island of Mackinac.
So are we gonna go there?
Let's see, and this Fort de Boade. You can call it Fort de Boade. Yeah. So this is strategically located at the meeting of Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. So 2 of the Great Lakes are here actually. If you look at it, they are two different colors. Yeah, right. So we have 2 different colors here. So two of the Great Lakes meet here. So the Strait of Mackinac has been a crossroads of the Great Lakes since 1670. And then the forts at Mackinac City, Mackinac Island, and St. Ignace form the triangle of history that has been crossed by Indians, missionaries, fur traders, soldiers, all ships, railroads, and tourists many times. Okay. Yeah, so clearly that's the Mackinac Island.
So are you gonna pick
Wait,
a
so
ferry?
we're gonna stay here?
No, as of now, I don't know. No plans. We just taking it as it comes.
I don't think I'm ready for a ferry.
Yeah, I don't want to be on a ferry.
You don't want to be on a ferry.
Why? You
Come
guys don't
on,
wanna
you need to be
sink.
adventurous.
You guys don't want to sink or something.
Yeah, I know. Enoch is the adventurous one. Shipwrecks in the straits. When mankind took to the water, shipwrecks were inevitable.
Is
Okay.
this
Yeah.
What's my now?
Oh, okay. The hot air balloon is now in the water. Can you see down there? Ooh.
Oh, don't.
let me view what you are. For some reason I can't see.
Reflex. No, I'm just.
Now we need to find our way to the island.
I don't
Oh,
have.
that's the old lighthouse, right?
Daddy, I
Yeah,
don't
you-
have to
you-
go to
you-
the island.
Okay, let's take a vote.
Is that not Polygono Beach?
Yeah, that's Coligono Beach. That's Coligono
Let's
Beach.
take a boat. Who wants to go on a cruise?
Yeah, so now let's take a vote. How many of you want to go to the island? 1, 2. Okay, so guys, these are the Fieros. They don't want to go. Prissy and Manny don't want to go. And then these are the bold ones who want to go, right? Yeah.
And which do you pick?
I am the electoral commissioner. Yeah, I don't have. Okay, so those are the ferries. So
See,
my
they
guess
zoom
is
fast. Guys, we're not gonna crash.
No, are you Manny, is it because you are scared?
yeah, Manny is scared. Manny doesn't take risk.
He doesn't like water.
Yeah. Manny doesn't like water. Yeah.
Mommy, it doesn't matter if you're tired. You don't have to stand up for that thing. Sit down and let's go on away. So you say yes. Oh, okay, right? Say yes, mommy. Right? This is our one chance to go there.
Manny, are we going?
Oh my gosh!
So Manny is still saying no.
You don't want this not see you, right?
This lake. So you learnt about all the lakes in geography, and now you need to explore them. You don't want to explore them.
Please, I just want
Okay,
to go.
tell us why you don't want to explore them.
Because I don't like deep lakes.
You don't like deep lakes. Okay, so which shallow lake should we go to? Manually. We shouldn't go to. Okay, let's visit the lighthouse then. So it's a split decision. 2 people want to go. 2 people don't want to go.
You have to vote.
Now I need to veto where we're going and where we're not going. See, we've been up since 2 a.m. We flew into Michigan, drove 2.5 hours. Oh, that's the more reason why you're not going.
That's the
Oh,
more
God.
reason we should. We took too much time just to get here.
Yeah, it's taking us close to what, 12 hours to get here?
And we're going to take another 2 hours just to get to the island.
Oh, no, it wouldn't take 2 hours
It
to
will
the
take
island.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
That ship was just there. And it's almost there. That was like 10 minutes or something. Is that the lighthouse?
Yeah, that's the lighthouse.
In the
Yeah.
center.
Where is it?
Is that
Yeah.
the entrance? Yeah, it's that entrance. Oh, I thought it said home.
Oh, it's 5.
It's closed.
It's closed by now, right?
It's a store.
What's the time? No, it's 10 more minutes.
It's almost 7.
Oh, yeah, it's almost 7
But
p.m.
Daddy, then we can just go on the boat.
Yeah, so
There's another hot balloon.
No.
where is it?
No, you
Yeah.
guys want to go there and ride hot air balloon. No.
So the adventurous ones want to go. The very conservative ones don't want to risk it. Oh God. Okay, so Prissy is giving an excuse. She said she's tired.
But mommy, you've been sitting down for 5 years. We all have.
So when we do the driveway, since it's not Canada, we can drive in that highway.
Yeah, I think so.
And I
We
think
can
that's
drive there or we can go there. We can
See,
go there.
see, the whole thing is entering the water. Money, do you want to go? See.
Please,
Oh God.
he doesn't even want to touch the water.
Oh
When he goes to the water.
God, it's
no.
beautiful.
Daddy,
So
can
this
I get in
Lake
the water?
Michigan and Lake Huron,
Daddy,
the
can I
meeting
get in
point.
the water? I'll change my clothes afterwards.
Ellie, be careful because we are doing the right.
Those guys on the hot air balloon are having a time of their lives, huh?
Exactly, Manuel.
You wish.
They are having a time of their lives. And the water is so clear, so clear.
The wave just makes my ball.
See how clear it is.
Yes, I go to. You guys, don't give me the name. Yeah, you go like 4, 3.
What country do you guys live
You said you get to see how much the wave just keeps eating mine up. There's nothing wrong with the wave. Okay. That thing scared me. I think I have bird germs now.
Okay, so we'll go offline for a bit and then we'll get back. We want to take the view in ourselves. You guys are enjoying the view more than we are enjoying, so we'll take it in and then we'll get back. Catch you soon. Bye for now. Okay.